Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. Sino-US relations have been tense for quite some time. These systematic and structural confrontations should have started during the Trump period, when the Trump administration woke up under the guidance of the Jews. In the end, although Trump did not succeed in uniting Russia against China, he reached a consensus on confronting China within the two parties in the United States. On the issue of China, opinions are surprisingly unified. Although Trump has long since abdicated, it should be pointed out that Sino-US relations remain tense and increasingly confrontational. Facts have proved that changing the owner of the White House will not change the trend of Sino-US relations towards confrontation, and may even become more tense. The huge power of capital in the U.S. market has prompted many foreign companies to invest in the U.S. market and join some U.S.-led projects. On the one hand, capital returns can be obtained, and on the other hand, after cooperation with American companies, more market orders can be obtained. However, due to some actions of the United States in recent years, many foreign companies have been criticized, and the cooperation with the U.S. market has also begun to keep a distance. Recently, new news came from the media that two Chinese companies withdrew from the U.S. project. What's going on here? For a long time, the United States has been using security issues to cover up its own goals. The Sino-US 5G network cooperation has been continuously promoted by the United States as a security risk, and then persuaded other countries to abandon their original cooperation with manufacturers. As a result, giants such as Ericsson and Nokia won more orders. In the chip industry, the United States also uses security as a reason to hinder the development of the global chip industry chain, making ASML, TSMC, and other semiconductor giants abide by the rules and cannot provide services to specific manufacturers. These are the tip of the iceberg of so-called U.S. security issues. In fact, there are more incidents that are also labeled as safety, saying that it is for safety, and the purpose is self-evident. Of course, the opportunities and capital conditions in the U.S. market are there. In order to make money, companies from all over the world will inevitably need to follow the demand. For example, there is a Eurasian Internet optical cable construction project in the United States, which has attracted the participation of China Mobile and China Telecom. The two China Telecom companies contributed $100 million, accumulatively accounting for 20% of the total project investment. Other participants in the project include Microsoft, Telecom Egypt, Orange, and Subcom. These companies make up the vast Internet cable project. It can be seen from the participants that this is a good project, and the participation of the two major operators in China shows the importance of the project. The project is expected to be completed in 2025, when the Internet cable will be connected in Europe and Asia. However, the progress of the project is not smooth. According to the current news, two Chinese companies, China Mobile and China Telecom, have withdrawn from the project and withdrew the investment of $100 million, and I will not accompany you. What happened? Why do Chinese companies withdraw from the project? In the final analysis, it is related to some practices of the United States. The United States has created an environment that cannot do business stably in many matters, so it has brought many variables to foreign companies' participation in projects related to the United States. Rather than waiting for variables to occur, it is better to make a choice first. Moreover, the Eurasian Internet Optical Cable Construction project changed when selecting the leading party. It was originally expected that Jiangsu Hengtong Ocean Optical Network System Company, Limited of China, would be the project leading party to carry out the actual construction. The result became US Subcom. Although the proportion of Chinese capital in this project is not the highest, its influence and participation in construction cannot be underestimated. What's more, China's Jiangsu Hengtong Ocean Company is the largest supplier of submarine optical cables in China and is fully capable of undertaking project construction. In the past, it might not have made much sense to change suppliers, but now we are in a period of frequent moves by the United States. In the fields of chips, 5G, and space stations, the United States continues to cause troubles around the world, and Biden often threatens sanctions against other countries. At the same time, the United States reached an agreement with the Netherlands and Japan on lithography systems. The US media also announced that the US intends to cut off all ties between US companies and Huawei. It's all signs that the environment for doing business is not so smooth. Therefore, if China Mobile and China Telecom continue to participate in the project, there is no guarantee that unexpected things will not happen in the future. Rather than being passive, it is better to take the initiative. Some people may have said that things have not developed to the expected stage. Is it necessary to make a hypothetical reaction? It can only be said that after going through the rule changes time after time in the United States, nothing is impossible. It's like no one would have expected Huawei to encounter 4 rounds of regulatory measures at the beginning. Many foreign companies have been treated unfairly in the United States, which is beyond words. In the past, the US market was indeed quite attractive and had an ideal business environment. Therefore, foreign companies entered the US market one after another and obtained good returns. But the situation has changed a lot in the past few years, and it is no longer what it used to be. Huawei's market share in the United States continues to decline, its mobile phone business has dropped to 0%, and its communication equipment is required to be dismantled by the United States. More situations will not be cited one by one. In short, preventive advance layout is not a bad thing. Especially after the face-changing behavior of the United States, if China Mobile and China Telecom continue to participate in the project, the future situation will be difficult to predict. The project is led by American companies, and when the project is completed, who will benefit from it will be decided by the United States. In order to ensure the initiative in the market, it is necessary to plan ahead. Withdrawing from the project will not bring greater losses to the 2 Chinese companies, but it can bring about a bright future. If you like this video, welcome to share this video.